I'm often asked how I maintain my physique. I'm in my 50s, and how I've been able to eat what I want to eat when I want to eat it. And admittedly, I have been vegetarian since the age of 12. I've been practicing a vegetarian diet. It's been a very rare occasion. Probably eating fish in those, 30, 40 years, in the probably 3 or 4 times. And I didn't do that. It was only when I was very ill, and homeopathically, death cures death. It's a funny, like cures like, but I didn't require it for long. And I believe the major reason is the metabolism, and I believe I've been able to maintain a very potent metabolism because of one reason. See, the funny thing is that when I was a kid, if you didn't eat meat, you don't eat. It's as simple as that. It was a very few family members that would actively support me on my vegetarian lifestyle. And so one of the things, I didn't like to touch the dishes with my hands, so I was always last at the dinner table. And guess what I did? I chewed my food. So I was always the last. You ask anybody in my family, Brett's always the last to leave the dinner table. And one of the things is I didn't want to touch the residue of the meat in the dishes, so I just kept on chewing. Years later, I've now discovered, obviously through the metabolism and through understanding anatomical principles of the human body, that the mouth saliva is the very beginning of our digestion. It is the metabolism. Understand, the metabolism doesn't give a rat's razoo whether you eat meat, sugars, fat, a car tire. It doesn't care, so long as it is one thing, and that is in liquid form. So that is why the great Creator gave us teeth. Our job when we consume our nourishment is to make sure that every bit of food that goes down into our body is already in a liquid state. That's what the teeth are for. And there's a couple more reasons why. It's called the digestive fires. I call it the Holy Cross of digestion, but I get into a little bit of trouble thinking I'm a religious freak. I'm highly religious. I just don't practice any religion. I know that my mouth saliva turns on my stomach saliva. So if I don't chew my food, that first switch in my mouth doesn't turn on my stomach saliva. I know if my stomach saliva isn't turned on, my liver salivas will not be turned on. I know that if my liver, gallbladder, bile salivas are not turned on, my pancreatic salivas are not going to be turned on. If my pancreatic salivas are not going to be turned on, there's no saliva to go into the small intestine to negatively charge the small intestine so we can absorb the positive nutrients, the positive effect of the nutrients. So if you look at it, mouth saliva, stomach saliva, liver saliva, pancreatic saliva, look what that creates. Down to obviously the large intestine, it's a big arrow. It's another triangle there. So if you're really looking to lose weight or increase, there's an old adage that says it's not what you eat, it's what you absorb. And if you're feeling deficient, if your body is ailing, if your body is ill, it is nutrition your body requires. Give your body the best nutrition you can. Obviously, if you're healing and you're looking into regeneration, raw fruit and raw vegetables. Say that again, raw fruit and raw vegetables. And the reason for that is hydrogen. That's another story, but just think, the mother element, hydrogen. I'm going to get as much hydrogen into me as possible. I'm going to chew my foods into a liquid. So that means dinner is no longer 5 minutes watching the telly. Dinner is now 30 minutes. Chew your food. If it's not liquid, do not swallow it. And I guarantee you, if you adhere to the natural principles, the way the body is designed, your body will regenerate. Your body will heal. You are the driver. You are the only one who can make a difference to your health and your vitality. And it all starts, people. Chew your food into a liquid. Wishing you well.